Portions of the following program were pre-recorded. WFLA Tampa, WSTV Clearwater, News Radio, WFLA, and iHeartRadio station. Guaranteed music.
William Tommy Ziegler has been on Florida's death row since he was convicted of murdering 4 people in 1976. And now his attorneys are arguing that he should get a new trial because DNA results and other forensic evidence now undermine the prosecution's original case.
If the state convicts a defendant based on evidence that turns out to be bad, the conviction cannot stand.
The judge is expected to make a ruling in March of next year. The 80-year-old Ziegler was taken in and out of court in a wheelchair. A Brevard County judge hearing a child custody case related to the mysterious death of 18-year-old Anna Kepner on a cruise ship. The judge turned down an emergency request to place Kepner's stepsister under the custody of her biological father. In court, a lawyer for Kepner's stepmother, Chantel Kepner, provided an update on the 16-year-old stepbrother suspected in the death.
At this point, we're not sure what the FBI is going to do, whether he's going to be charged federally or whether they're going to turn it over to the state. My client is waiting to hear on that.
The 16-year-old suspect is undergoing psychological testing but is not in custody. The human rights watch group Amnesty International says the use of a confined space called the box at Alligator Alcatraz could amount to torture. A 61-page report says that the box, a 2-by-2-foot cage, keeps people restrained to the ground and holds them still for hours, exposed to the heat, insects, and the elements. 2 Florida teenagers up in the Panhandle are under arrest for murdering a classmate. Santa Rosa County Sheriff says 16-year-old Gabriel Williams and 14-year-old Kamari Blevins are being held in juvenile detention on premeditated first-degree murder charges. Sheriff Bob Johnson said the body of 14-year-old Danica Troy was found shot to death and set on fire, and that Williams stole his mother's handgun and used it to shoot the victim. The sheriff's office said they are still working to determine a motive and that the next step is to have them charged as adults. With Florida's News, I'm Tim Adkins.
It's Ryan.
And I'm Dana.
Join us Monday morning at 5 on The Ryan Gorman Show.
On News Radio WFLA.
From the O2.com Traffic Center. O2.com, the only business software you will need.
Seems like a pretty smooth traffic flow on the major highways and roads of Tampa Bay, including north and southbound lanes of I-275. This is for Hillsborough and Pinellas. Right now, no issues north or south on I-75 either, and east and westbound lanes of I-4 are also clear. Of course, you can expect some delays westbound between the Selman and I-275 soon. Besides that, we're clear on the Howard Franklin and the Courtney Campbell, and right now, no issues on the Gandy either. I'm Brian Black, News Radio WFLA.
A cold front is approaching from the north, and there's a lot of moisture out there. Fog is forming in many parts of the area, and it's going to be around the first couple of hours of the day on Saturday. After that, it's going to be a mostly cloudy day with some breaks of sun, and every once in a while, a couple of passing showers. High temperatures in the low 80s. Sunday is a repeat, but we're going to see more clouds and a better chance of scattered showers and even a couple of downpours possible. Highs again right around that 80-degree mark. Cooler and drier air returns as we head into next week. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jeff Baradelli.
The president is honored. I'm Chris DeMeo, Fox News. FIFA honoring President Trump at the World Cup final draw.
Calling it one of the greatest honors of my life. President Trump awarded the first ever FIFA Peace Prize for his, quote, exceptional and extraordinary actions in promoting unity across the globe. The president of FIFA, Gianni Infantino, bestowing the honor on the president, of course, just ahead of the World Cup draw here in Washington, D.C. Last month, the World Soccer governing body announced that it was introducing the annual award, officially known as the FIFA Peace Prize. Football unites the world.
That's Fox's Kevin Cork. The suspect accused of planting pipe bombs outside the RNC and DNC headquarters in Washington, admitting to investigators he did that the day before the January 6th riot.
A quick court appearance for Brian Cole Jr. telling a judge he understood the criminal charges against him. We learned from the hearing that Cole spoke to law enforcement for more than 4 hours after his arrest. In court, members of his family shouted, "We love you." Multiple sources briefed say he admitted to planting the bombs and expressed doubts about the 2020 presidential election results. That is significant because both explosive devices were placed on January 5th, 2021, the night before the Capitol riot, the day Joe Biden was certified as the winner of the 2020 election.
That's Fox's David Spunt. The Curvo Police Department in Texas releasing 911 phone calls from the July 4th flooding.
Okay, where are you at right now? I'm inside the building. I'm stuck in this room. I can't get out.
The flooding claimed at least 135 lives. 27 of the fatalities were campers from a popular young girls' Christian summer camp near Kerrville. America's listening to Fox News.
Hi, I'm Benny Jr. with Bartow Ford. Everyone has heard me speak about going the wrong way. But let me be clear. The wrong way means the wrong way of doing business. This includes gimmicks, games, and unfulfilled promises. Tactics you will never ever find at Bartow Ford. For over 73 years, we've been doing business the right way. So on your next purchase, don't go the wrong way. Come to Bartow Ford and see why we're different, and we prove it.
If you suffered any injuries involving an employed airbag, you could be entitled to compensation. Morgan & Morgan has already recovered millions. Get America's largest injury law firm fighting for you. An office near you.
Commercial contractors, stop bouncing between systems. ServiceTitan Commercial Software is the single unified platform that's purpose-built for service and construction. It's the end-to-end control that your business needs. Think improved bottom line, increased workforce productivity and safety, optimized cash flow, better lead conversion, and maximized customer value so you can scale without limits. Get the platform built for profitable commercial growth. Visit ServiceTitan.com/commercial to schedule a demo. ServiceTitan, we are built for this.
Hey anglers, the best fishing charters in the Bay Area out of Hubbard's Marina on the boardwalk at Johns Pass. Hubbard's Marina has been catching fish since 1928. They offer everything from family-oriented half-day trips to the more advanced overnight trips. Nobody in the business does big group party fishing like Hubbard's Marina. They also have a great tackle store that can provide live bait and tackle to fish from their boats or from Johns Pass Bridge. So for the best cheeseburger on the Gulf, book your trip today at 727-393-1947 or go to hubbardsmarina.com.
The following is a commercial program paid for by Real Animals Fishing. The opinions, viewpoints, and promises made during the following program are not those of WFLA AM, its staff, management, or parent company, iHeartMedia Incorporated.
Welcome to the Bartow Ford Real Animals Radio Show, your weekly voyage into Florida fishing. Presented by Hubbard's Marina, hosted by Captain Mike Anderson and Captain Dylan Hubbard.
Good morning, Tampa Bay, 970 WFLA, talking fishing. Going to be here until 8 o'clock. Unfortunately, only until 8 o'clock. That's the way it works.
Yes, sir.
Looks like we got some good weather, buddy.
Yeah. This weekend looks pretty nice. I mean, you got a chance for some moisture in the air. Obviously, a little foggy this morning, and probably going to be foggy again tomorrow. We got some afternoon potential basically today and tomorrow. But you got a nice little weather window ahead of that cold front that's going to be sliding through Monday, pretty late afternoon, really Monday night at this point. Slowed down a little bit. But going to get a little nautical there Monday into Tuesday before it calms down. It looks real nice second half of the work week coming up. We're on the backside of that full moon right now, coming to a quarter moon Thursday. So I would say your best chances for fishing would probably be this weekend if you can capitalize on that pre-front bite, backside of the moon bite, and hopefully the fish will be excited as that front slides down.
Backside of the full moon.
It's better than nothing. At least tides are still moving.
Yeah, that's true. I got you.
And then, after the cold front slides through, Wednesday it calms down. Thursday should be pretty nice. So you have that opportunity on the quarter moon right before ahead of a next, what seems to be a pretty bad to the bone, potentially pretty strong front, which is, the prefrontal activity seems to start Friday, December 12th. So basically almost a week from today. And then, it looks like a serious front next weekend. So get out and take advantage of it in these weather windows when we have the opportunity. Basically this weekend and then kind of mid to late work week are your two windows. And if you don't get out then, you're not going to be fishing.
That's the way it works this time of the year. Our weather update brought to you by our good friends at Reese Windows and Doors, Florida's leading window and door company, over 50 years in business. Free installation. Most windows and doors installed in just 6 to 8 weeks. They only use in-house installers, no freelance contractors, and their work always comes with a double lifetime warranty, which means you never pay for warranty. When you sell your house, the warranty transfers to the new owners, which adds value to your home. Visit reesewindows.com for more information. Special guest in studio today, good friend of mine. We've actually become pretty good buds over the last couple of years here. You probably know the voice, Flats Mafia Bubba, Captain Bubba Betancourt in studio this morning.
Good morning.
It's good to see you, buddy.
You too, man. Thanks for having me in.
I don't see you all the time unless we're working, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So South Tampa guys, they hide in South Tampa, dude. It's hard. It's hard
They
to
don't
get,
venture out.
Yeah,
very
it's hard
much.
to get them out of South Tampa, dude.
Every once in a while, you catch us on the other side of the bridge.
I haven't seen Bubba in a minute.
Yeah, it's been a long time, dude.
But we are promoting their 8th annual Flats Mafia Ugly Sweater Party. It's going to be December 13th, which is that Saturday, right?
That's next Saturday.
Next Saturday at Riveters. That's the comedy club.
No, it's actually a sports bar.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, and it's easy to be found because it's right next to the spaceship, to 2001 spaceship. So use that as your landmark, but just make sure you go to Riveters right next door.
There's so many bad directions that whole thing could just go right now. It's a toy drive is what we are doing here. So we are gathering toys, unwrapped toys, and cash for raffles. All toys will be donated to the St. Joe's Kids Hospital, which I think is cool.
Yes, sir.
They got some big raffle items, big trolling motor, a 3-day stay in the Florida Keys with a fishing trip as well. So when did y'all start doing that? I know I've heard you guys promote it before. You and I did a big donation last year.
Yeah, last year. Yeah, you hooked us up. It started about, like I said, probably about 8 years ago, but we got with Angling for Relief when they first just kind of started, and we the kid actually, Jake, he was 12 years old when he started this.
Oh,
yeah,
because he had a friend that his friend Finn had cancer, stopped coming outside, and he couldn't really comprehend why he couldn't do it. Then he started realizing, and he told his mom, hey, I want to start this nonprofit. And we got with them early on when they first started doing it, and little by little, man, each year we've grown more and more. And then just in the last 2 years, we caught wind of this little girl that was actually fighting cancer at the time, selling lemonade while she was fighting cancer to raise money to give toys to the kids in the hospital. So as soon as we heard that, we were like, we're giving her all our toys that we raise. And then we go as a group and donate it on her behalf.
Nice.
Excuse me. And it's been crazy, man, because just to see like from her fighting and her knowing what it's like to be in the hospital, and her knowing, hey, how big these toys mean to these kids in the morning, because we donate a huge trailer. They go separate all the toys, and then the kids that are staying in the hospital, even their siblings, they come down and they actually get to walk in this huge room and go through and really make their Christmas morning special, being that it's so hard and so tough for the whole family. So it really just, try to brighten up their Christmas, brighten up their spirits during that time.
Well, when I was just, as you were talking, I was thinking the three of us, as we were sitting here before the show, Bubba's all proud dad moment, showing the pictures of
yes, sir,
the two little ones there, and we were just at Metropolitan Ministries doing our big food drive, and we got to see your, beautiful family there, Emily and the two little ones, and then mine ain't so little, but last night I was at my grandson's.
You got grandkids.
I got grandkids.
Granddad.
But I mean, you when this time of year, when you start to think about your blessings, and then you think about, to me, it breaks my heart that we have this issue in this big, bad, to the bone country we live in.
Yeah.
We have kids waking up with no toys, with no means. Parents, and again, we talk about this when we're doing the Metropolitan Ministries, our Fishing for Hope food drive. There's some people out there that just don't get up in the morning and get after it. I get that. That being said, there's a lot of people that just fall on hard times, man. There's a lot of straight up, hardworking, good people that just, for whatever reason, it ain't their year. It ain't their 6 months, whatever it is, and it flips their world upside down.
And in today's world, it could take something as simple as getting hurt,
Oh, yeah.
If you get hurt, you get sick, it doesn't take long.
No, it doesn't. It spirals quick. I don't know if I talked about it. I probably did because it was Metropolitan Ministries, but I fished a family when we were doing, Keith Overton and I did a little show together. We did like 10 episodes of it, and it was fishing these families from these charities that these families had been helped by the charities so we could showcase the charities and all the good work they do. And the one with the Tampa Bay Lightning was Metropolitan Ministries. And the father, the wife, the mom, and the little guy were living in a car.
Wow.
And he was a guy who had a real good job. They lost their job. He lost his job. They lost their apartment. Next thing you know, they're living in their car. Metropolitan Ministries, they take them in, they get them back on their feet. And again, hardworking dude, good people. Just, man, like you said, it doesn't take much. So this is the time of year, especially with everything going on in the government and all the craziness, with the SNAP and all that. Wherever you stand on that, it's irrelevant. Right now, there's people that need it. They need the food. Yeah. They need the toys for Christmas. I think what you guys do is a great thing. I really do. I think that's awesome.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, and we came and helped y'all out before. At the,
you did. Yeah.
You got to keep me in mind next time because I love to bring my kids out there and let them be a part of that to help out again because, it's just it gives you a good feeling, but you really know you can see the people that you're helping, the people that come through the line, they're so appreciative. So, I mean, it's just this is a time of the year to give back. If you're able to help, you do it. You try to help, do everything you can.
Well, and I would say to the listeners, just take a step back this morning while you're drinking your coffee, whatever it is your Saturday morning routine is. Maybe you get up early, you go to the gym, maybe you go for a walk, maybe you don't do anything. You just wander around your house because your work week was so tough. But just take a look around your house. I do it every time we get to Metropolitan Ministries, and I'll probably keep referring that because, I did it this morning. Like I just went to the kitchen and opened the fridge, and there's food. Mm-hmm. Every Christmas in my lifetime, thank God.
Yeah.
I woke up on Christmas morning as a kid. There was toys under the tree. Yeah. We had a big Christmas. We were blessed.
Yeah.
Some people just don't have that. And to me, that's heartbreaking. If you have the means to give back, you should definitely.
And it's cool to do with your kids. I mean, my kids are at the age now at 4 and 6. And my wife and I talked about that because we're doing a small toy drive at Hubbard's too. And we did the Metropolitan Ministries food drive as a family. And now coming into Christmas, it's an interesting opportunity to take the kids to the Target or the Walmart and buy toys like, hey, these aren't for you. These are going to another kid, and why? And trying to explain that it's interesting to make those connections.
Well, I think it's a great teaching opportunity for them. Mm-hmm. I remember the first time we had Georgia at Metropolitan Ministries and having her walk through that whole place and watching the light come on that these people don't have what I have. Yeah. They don't have a full, room full of toys and a Christmas tree and all that stuff. So it's a good time to give back. Super excited to have our good friend from Flats Mafia, Capt. Bubba Betancourt, in studio. We're going to be talking about the ugly sweater party. We're actually going to be talking some fishing as well. Hopefully we'll hear from you, your questions, comments, fishing reports. Bring them right here, 1-800-969-9352. The great Derek DeBose on the other side. He'll be the first voice you hear. Light those phone lines up. Even if you want to poke fun at Bubba, it's all good. We'll give him some love. It's all good. We'll be here talking fishing on the other side, 970 WFLA.
Damn, of course, the first time I get on, I can't even get my throat clear.
It's all good, Bubba Dog.
Just a heads up on break, we are still live on Facebook.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't talk bad about anybody that you don't want to know.
Mike still does.
Those were always the fun times with the live stream and in between the show.
The show between the show.
Exactly. That's what people really hung around for.
I'm closer to the end than the beginning, bro. What are they going to do, shoot me?
Oh, man.
It's all good.
I know the last time we helped you guys, they had that big tent by Rick's. Did they move it this year?
It's like moved.
Same property, but just moved off.
Yeah,
okay.
Just a little bit north. And it's, like I said, instead of turning on one, you're 100 yards, 200 yards the other way.
Okay.
I don't know why they moved it. I can't remember what's going on over there. But
I've heard different things of development there, but they haven't really done much.
No.
Yeah, I hope we have a cold Christmas. Should be nice. Thank God we're having an ugly sweater party. It's going to be 50 degrees that night. Because I've been there a couple of times and we've done it. And I'm 30 minutes in, my sweater's off.
Yeah, right.
Sweating. I used to do it in a Santa outfit, and I can't do that no more, bro.
I don't blame you. Yeah, hopefully it's cold. We'll be in the mountains.
Yeah. Yeah, I went by Mahoney's. Mike was hunting. I guess he's coming back Monday.
Yep. Is it come back Monday? He should be back tomorrow, right?
Is it? Maybe.
Better be.
Or maybe someone just saying he was coming back. He'll be back in the store.
When were you there?
I was there Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe. I went by to see if they wanted to put together a little, like a Mahoney's gift basket or something with some swag or something. I was out there at Power Pole because I had some warranty work done with Power Pole, and they said, "Hey, you have now been on.
Don't forget
you're on the list. We're not returning anything." I've just been busy, and I've had the brackets in the back of my truck. I say, "Hey, I'm on my way. Take me off the list."
John's Pass is gonna kill me.
Yeah?
Yeah, our dock is freaking out of the water. It's these extreme lows and all that sand. So we're struggling at our dock. Then the channel is total dog poo as well, and they're dredging. So now we have dredge pipes everywhere, barges everywhere, no water in the channel. Then if you navigate that fucking mess, then you can't get to the dock. So luckily we have Don's dock. So now we're playing the shell game, getting our boats off our dock at mid to low water, docking them at Don's dock until low water, loading there and using Don's dock when the water's too low to use our own dock.
Dude, this last moon was like, when you're on the cross sound and you're headed towards Power Pole and you got that one little, bro, it was the lowest I've ever seen it in my whole life. Yeah. I'm talking about 400 yards of mud.
This next segment's only like 5 minutes.
Okay.
We'll talk a little fishing here quick. Well, I guess we could get to Donald. He's been on hold since.
Don't need to turn this one on.
Mike Anderson and Dylan Hubbard.
Welcome back. By now, you know if you need shingle, metal, tile, or flat roof replaced or repaired, nobody does it better than Affordable Roofing Systems. Over 3 decades in the roofing business, let Affordable Roofing Systems guide you through this important process. They're defined by integrity, respect, and honesty, and have a professional approach to doing business. Call 1-888-397-ROOF for your free estimate, or visit them online at affordableroofingflorida.com. Again, the big dog, Captain Bubba Betancourt, Flats Mafia, in studio here with us this morning. Got a short segment before the bottom of the hour. We're going to roll to the phone lines here. If I can find my cursor, got it. Let's check in with Donald in Lutz. Donald, what's up, buddy?
Hey, I've said it many times. The fishing community in the Tampa Bay area is the best in the entire world. When a need is, met, we step up to the plate. Hey, Bubba, I saw you a couple times out there on the water from my kayak, and so it's very cool that you're on the air with these guys and talking about Jake and Angling for Relief, because I volunteered a couple times with them, taking kids fishing, and donated a couple rods and reels. I donated a kayak, brought it to their house.
Very cool.
And
nice.
They had a raffle on that, and so that was cool. They were able to sell that and get some money.
Awesome.
So I was very happy about that. So it seems like I picked a pretty good day for my Dawson event, from what I'm understanding, what you guys are talking about, the weather, heading out to Anclote.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Should be good fishing the river. I'm going to be doing that. And instead of doing hot dogs today, I've got bratwurst.
Let's go.
Bratwurst and cheeseburgers.
Let's go.
Nice. That must be in honor of the Packer-Bears game tomorrow.
Yes. Go Pack, go.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Very cool.
Bears are looking pretty good.
They are. There's no doubt.
Solid,
There's no doubt. No doubt.
No sophomore slump for Caleb.
No, we're not sitting at home celebrating. I can promise you that. We're nail biting.
Not
It's
yet.
gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm worried about Carolina's making me a little nervous here.
Hey, they look good.
That was
Carolina looks good.
Yeah, they're looking good. So, it's tough. We do not have this division nailed down yet.
No, they'll take care of business. So the Bucks will take care of business here this week and get on a roll here.
Yeah, that's it. Got to get hot now.
Yeah, got to get hot. Exactly. No doubt.
It's,
All right, my friend. Good stuff. Stay safe out there. And listen, did you boil the brats yesterday in beer? You know that's how it works, right? You got to boil them the day before in beer, let them sit in that sauce overnight, and then grill them.
I did not know that.
That's the specialty. That's Cheesehead land, dog.
Okay.
Sharing some Cheesehead secrets with y'all.
Look at his passion.
I did know that,
he doesn't light up like that when we talk fishing.
We're talking important stuff here, bro. Talking about brats.
I've never seen you so happy.
Don, appreciate you helping out with the nonprofit and being a part of the fishing community like that.
Oh, absolutely. I miss Steve Hoffman, Stasher Anglers. I was huge with them. Used to go to all their events and stuff, all their charity events, and donate money. And that was one of the best organizations, in Tampa Bay. But it's unfortunately COVID killed a lot.
Yeah, it slowed a lot of things down for sure.
But anyway, we do what we can do, and that's what it's about.
No doubt.
Yes,
you do a great job giving back, my friend. Have a great Saturday, and good luck out there. Catch them up. We'll chat with you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. You guys take care. Stay safe and tight lines. Everybody who's listening, who's going out there.
Yes, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, if you are headed out there, be careful because she's a little foggy.
Soupy.
Yeah, that fog on the Howard Franklin was not pretty.
That's the phone call I just got. The 12-hour night snappers coming in. They got about a 30-pound cobia, a nice big 14-pound red grouper, a good amount of mangroves, but some big lanes. And Captain James just said he can hardly see the bow pulpit of the boat from the wheelhouse. It was
that bad.
thick.
I mean, I can only imagine coming in from over there, but just the bridge alone.
The bridge was bad. Yeah, it was bad this morning. So definitely be safe out there. I will tell you the inshore bite is really good. I don't know what you're seeing, Bubba, but it's been pretty solid. A lot of redfish, the trout. Although I'm not seeing a lot of big trout. I'm seeing some decent trout, 15 to 20 inches. For me, big trout is anything over 20.
Dude, did you see the photo I sent you?
Nope.
Bro. John Sasser, our buddy in John's Pass, caught an over 27. I think it was more like 28. Just the belly on this trout.
In the pass?
Oh, dude. Horse.
You know what? And I was wondering because in some of the spots where we were catching them, because even in the summertime, we had a really good big trout bite. A lot of fish over 20 inches. And I've been fishing trout the last couple of trips, do some red fishing first, then catch some trout. And we're catching good trout, but not as good as we were catching. And I wondered if they didn't dump into the passes, especially around that moon. Was this week leading up to the moon? Yeah. Yeah. Around that, the passes are really key around the moons. You get that big water flow. Those fish feel that too, and they move to those passes where they know they can get that quick, solid meal, coming through there. They don't have to work too hard. That tide's going to bring the food to them. They're like people. They're lazy.
Yeah, we've been catching some good trout, but not like, the big oversized.
27, 28 is crazy. Yeah. That's a great fish.
It was a horse.
I haven't seen
one of the biggest trout.
My biggest in 25 years was 27, and that was a long time ago.
33. Whoa. Hey, this is back when I had an ugly stick and we had to measure it. I had a stick on the ugly stick. We measured it, dropped it, and went between my legs and lost it. That fish wasn't supposed to die.
No, that's a horse. Yeah, you never want to kill one that big.
No, sir.
Good stuff. Captain Bubba Betancourt, Flats Mafia, Ugly Sweater Party, December 13th at Riveters. We're talking fishing. We're talking helping the community. Light these phone lines up, 1-800-969-9352. The Bartow Ford Real Animals Radio Show. We'll be back.
From the local Lexus dealers, WFLA News Desk. This is News Radio, WFLA.
Parents could be facing negligence charges. The incident happened Thursday at Fort Pierce. According to the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office, the father...
Yeah, so I don't know if I can go to the gym then.
I already went to the gym. I told you I'll bench press my kid.
Yeah, 33-inch trout.
Dude, listen. This is before I really even had I was still using the ugly stick, and I had the sticker that I bought from Southeastern, and I had it on my rod, and I was with my buddy Trangle. Oh yeah,
horse
with the belly on him.
Yeah. It's not the greatest
Oh, and it was
photo.
at night, too.
Yeah.
God, what a trout.
Yeah.
I got two. I have two in Tampa that
He
were
said it's the
28.
biggest trout he's ever caught.
Oh yeah.
When the bellies roll over your fingertips,
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
you're into a stud.
I was sitting with Blair Wiggins. This was back when we had a casting deal, and we're sitting at a table at dinner, and I asked him. I said, "Hey, what's one of your most memorable bites?" And he said, "Dude, I caught the biggest trout he ever caught on the topwater. Peel drag like a 40-inch snook." He said it was just.
Dude, my most memorable
over there on the lagoon.
Oh yeah.
My most memorable inshore fish was a big, huge trout. I would caught it on a top dog. It was me and my dad, and we were in Paso Grill on that little sandbar that used to have a grass flat on it. Now it's all bare.
Right.
We're right in front of that pier, just inside Mary Pier.
Yeah.
That little sandbar that picks out there. And I rolled it right off the edge, and this trout came up, and just the yellow mouth just smashed that lure, and it peeled drag like a big snook. I was like, holy. When I got that trout to the boat, it was huge. I don't know how big it was because I didn't measure it.
Yeah.
But
Biggest
to
one-
me, it was 40 inches.
Yeah, right.
Biggest one I ever saw, we were filming with Mark Nichols over on his side. And we were catching snook out of almost every pothole on this flat, just pitching DOAs. And he set the hook, and I was like, oh, there's a big snook. You could hear me on the show, oh, that's a big snook. Mark looked at me and goes, it's a trout. I'm like, what? And dude, it was one of those just slobber knockers, 8 pounds. It was just an absolute Indian River giant over there. I was like, that's ridiculous. That's one of my biggest pissed off moments about all the years I fished the tour. I fished the tour for 10 years. So I probably fished Mosquito Lagoon, I don't know, 30 or 40 times. And sometimes you're there for a week.
Yeah.
All I wanted to do was catch one of them big slobber knockers you saw on the cover of every magazine.
Yeah, right.
And you'd fish, catch a couple little ones, and then you'd roll over a pothole, and there'd be one in the pothole this big, and you're like, I've been fishing here for 30 minutes, bro. You couldn't have ate my lure, you jackwagon. You know what I mean? I wanted one of those big, epic trout.
Sarah said, Cannon says hi, Dada.
Hey, baby boy.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning.
The mic's right here.
Good morning, dude. We used we used to fish Mosquito Lagoon. My uncle actually worked for NASA. So how much time we got before we go back live?
You got a couple minutes.
So there was a place called Cars Park. Only NASA employees were allowed. It was literally 5 miles from the shuttle site, so you could go see it. But we would go in the morning, get the canoes, grab as many rods as you could. We had these PVC stakes, catch finger mullet in the lagoon, and we would go out to the flat, and we would set 3 canoes together and a perimeter with 20 rods almost. Fried chicken from Publix, just sit back, and bro, you would see the school of redfish just kind of make their way towards us. Like, I mean, because we couldn't really we weren't mobile that much in a canoe, but I would be out there just throwing a spoon or whatever, trying to catch the big, and there were big trout, but that place got hit so hard with the grass, and the grass just, I mean, I've seen it just go down year after year, but that's some of my best childhood fishing ever.
That's awesome.
Yeah, over there in Cars Park.
We shot a show over there on Whale Tail. We launched the boat at 7 a.m. at Haulover Canal.
Yeah.
We were back at the ramp at 9:45.
Wow.
Done. And dude, we caught like 30 reds.
Did you get the big ones?
No.
No?
But it was the most beautiful, epic tailing morning I'd ever seen. Like we literally had to get out of the skiff and push it over the bar to get inside the bar at Whaletail. And when we did, the whole bar just went, foop. Dave Rogers is yelling at me. He's up on the pulling platform. And he's going, Mike, cast. I'm like, He's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I don't want to mess this up, dude. This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Dude, there was tails forever, just forever.
Oh,
like the whole lagoon was glassed out, and there had to be 400 or 500 fish in that school, and they were like, I mean, I was just like,
were you filming that day?
Yeah.
So
I'm
did
like,
you get some of that on?
Oh yeah. I'm like, does it get any better than this?
Oh my, there's nothing better than it.
We were a news channel.
Didn't want to fish, just wanted to
It's
watch.
like, yeah, let me enjoy the moment.
I mean, because you're like, that
My
as a
cast, no.
As a tournament red fisherman, you're just like, that's dreamy stuff right
Yeah,
there.
bro.
I mean, that was my whole deal. I was knee deep in the tournament trail. Then I'm like, this is like the epicenter of what we do right here.
Right,
I'm
it's
like,
what you,
oh my God.
it's what you look for in
So
your own
beautiful,
life.
yeah, so beautiful.
Multiple tailing redfish.
Because when they're tailing, they're actively feeding.
They're feeding.
Oh, yeah.
Now they can. I mean, Woody Gore and I were on the meat in a big tournament, and the first day we caught them there. Next day we go back. There's tails everywhere when we get there. And I told Woody not to go there till the water went up, but Woody wanted to get there to protect the spot. We roll in there and they're tailing. I'm like, oh, we better catch two. I lost about a 7.5 pounder at the boat first cast. I didn't even think about it. I'm like, look, there's hundreds of them. We never had another bite.
No.
They can get tough to catch. When they're nose down, sometimes they're
'Cause they're
tough
not
to catch.
looking for
Yeah,
lures.
they're on a crustacean feed. Welcome back, 636 here at the iHeart Media Empire. The big fella, got Bubba Betancourt in the studio with us. He's Flats Mafia Ugly Sweater Party, December 13th at Riveters. They're on Dale Mabry, benefiting anglers for relief. And angling for relief, and how do you say her name?
Aubriana's Toy Box.
Aubriana's Toy Box. I think that's a cool story, man.
Yeah, dude.
Love to tell
she
that
grabbed
story.
my heart, bro.
Yeah, I get it.
That story grabbed my heart.
Yeah, that's
I was like,
cool.
let's talk about something else.
No doubt. Phone lines are open here, 1-800-969-9352. So if people want to donate toys, where do they go and how do they do that?
So at this point, if they can't make it to the party, they can just drop the toys off at Riveters. The way we have the party set up this year, we went through the city of Tampa and we're actually adding a 20 by 40 tent in front of Riveters.
Okay.
So as people come into the party, you bring your toys, then we give you free raffle tickets for bringing your toys in, and then you have the opportunity to buy more tickets. And obviously there's the bigger raffle items. Those are $25 tickets solo because they're such big items. But they'll have both entrances open. There's a big parking lot in the back. The good thing is Angling for Relief has got a bunch of ambassadors now that they through the last couple of years have brought on. So there's going to be a lot of ambassadors there helping out people, pointing them in the right direction. Obviously, I'll be on the microphone letting people know where they need to go. But we're going to set up all the raffle items in that tent. So when you come in, you can kind of see everything that you could win. And we're going to put all the toys there. And if you can make it, great. If not, just bring the toys to Riveters, and the owner at Riveters will know what to do with them.
If someone's out of the area and they wanted to donate, is there like an online?
I believe, I want to say through Angling for Relief.
Probably the easiest
through
way
their
to do
through
it.
their website, you can probably donate directly to them.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So
Jake's done a great job with that.
Yeah,
Jake
and
his
it's
family.
yeah. I mean,
Jake's a good kid. We had him on several times over the years. Good people.
Yeah, great family
Yeah,
too, man. Great family.
Yeah, for sure, no doubt. That's super cool.
Yeah, and
it says trolling motor on here.
So West Coast donated a trolling motor. That's
Okay.
one of the big raffle items. Then there's a trip to the Keys, a two or 3 night stay with a fishing trip, and I haven't got the updated list on. We got a bunch of local restaurants that are putting baskets together.
Nice.
There's a bunch of stuff, and then I donate a charter for the ugliest sweater. So we let the crowd determine who. A lot of people get pretty creative.
Oh yeah, I'll bet.
So I give out we do a kids one and an adult one. So I donate a charter to both of those, and a lot of the captains in Tampa do step up and donate trips. So there'll be a ton of donated trips to win in the raffle as well.
Nice. I love it. I love it.
Yes, sir.
Flats Mafia Ugly Sweater Party again, December 13th. That's Saturday at Riveters, 7 p.m. Get involved. Did you find the Angling for Relief
Yeah,
tab?
put it in the
So
chat.
that'll be in the chat. Yeah,
Perfect.
That'll be on the
On
Real Animals Facebook page and the Hubbard's Marina Facebook page as well. And then I think the Hubbard's YouTube channel as well, right?
Yep.
Are we in all 3 spots?
Yes.
Dylan's on it, dude.
He is.
He is on it, and it took it was very quickly his setup time too.
Practice makes progress.
Hold on, Bubba. You didn't think I set all that up?
Mike, I thought you ran this whole operation.
No, sir. We got Derek DeBose. We got Dylan Hubbard. We're good. We're covered. Yeah. If I start pushing buttons, we won't be on the air again for 6 months. This whole studio.
We're
will
lucky
shut
he
down.
found his cursor earlier.
You get nervous?
Exactly.
I almost got up to help him.
Hey, Derek, turn their mics off. All right? They're picking on me. Let's go to the phones here. Check in with our good friend down in beautiful Boca Grande, Captain Van Hubbard. Van, how are you this morning, my friend?
I'm just wonderful. And what a wonderful thing you guys are doing there. Helping out the kids, especially the ones that need it the most.
Yes, sir. Man, I can't imagine waking up Christmas morning with nothing to open, and unfortunately in this country it happens too often. Shame on us. So, no doubt. How's your bite down there?
Well, the fishing's okay. Business is slow right now. Everybody's tied up getting ready for Christmas, which is a great thing. We're socked in fog down here this morning too, so I'm taking it easy for a little while.
Yeah, I get that.
But there's starting to be some sheephead showing up. Haven't seen any of my golden nuggets recently, but I'm hoping to get some mackerel again, but the water's still fine, 72, 73, 74, depending on where you are. But because of that beach renourishment, silty sand stuff, our beach water just hasn't cleared up good yet. So I don't know if there's any pumping around or not. That water's so dirty they can't find my jigs.
Yeah, we got some spotty reports around our area, but it hasn't been super crazy good. The trout's been the big thing lately, and then the sheep's head as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I got really good reports this week on the redfish bite. I ended up, I went and fished Naples, Marco Island Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday I was down there, and it was slow. It was tough. We had to grind. So, but when I got in the truck, was headed home, talked to my boys, and they did really well here. That redfish bite was pretty solid. So that's good to hear. You know, it's, again, round the moon, it helps. You get that big tides moving, pushing some bait around. A lot of that really helps, too. So, you know, all good stuff.
And on these low tides, if you find them, you find a bunch of them.
Yeah, right. There's no doubt about it. And I think it's funny. It's interesting, too. And the low tide scares a lot of people, I think, just because it seems like they can't get to their normal spots. But you have to try to, if you really want to get consistent on the inshore game here on the west coast of Florida, figuring out that low water is really a key, where those fish drop off to, where they travel to on that low water. That really changes your ability to catch fish on different days throughout the month, because certain times of year, like wintertime, we got some days when you you know, you're not getting anywhere near Tarpon Key on certain days unless you plan on hoofing it 150 yards, you know. I mean, it gets bone dry. So, yeah, the same thing down in Charlotte Harbor or up towards Clearwater and all that. I mean, just you got to find those troughs, find those areas and drop-offs where those fish stage up, wait for that tide to come back in. Yeah, it really is. Yeah, great time to explore.
You want to know the secret to finding those inlines, those cuts in there, especially right there by Bunce's and Tarpon Key?
I don't think you should. I don't think you should give those away, Van. Can't you just give yours away down there? Why you got to give them away at Tarpon Key?
This is about that whole flat. Okay.
Okay, talk to me.
Watch on when you got that dirty Gulf water and you've had that pretty outgoing tide where the grass is all filtered the water out. It's all beautiful, clean, and clear. When that tide turns back in, that sandy-colored water will mark your places where your fish are going to be staging and going back in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
My dad always
talked little trick.
My dad always talked about the dolphins too, because running the dolphin boat for so many years, a dolphin draws about the same as you would draw on your flats boat or your bay boat, right? So if you see those dolphin chasing those mullet schools in those cuts and that super low water, you know you're safe. Follow the dolphins.
Well, and the dolphins, as much as I just hate the word, it's like a cuss word.
Hey, they help. They help.
Well,
Love them things.
But where I was going with that was all of Mother Nature. We tend to just be out there looking for fish. Pay attention to what's going on out there. The birds will give a lot away.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if you're looking for bait in the morning, I've talked to a lot of guys who are like, well, I was headed for the bridge and I saw the pelicans driving on this flat, so I slid in over there, threw the net twice, and I was done. Didn't even have to make the run all the way to the bridge. A lot of times they'll give it away for you. Those birds are going to be where that bait is. There's just no doubt about it. So, and where the bait is, that's where you're going to find all your game fish. Cormorants are another one, unfortunately.
Trout killer.
Yeah, he's not even a charismatic megafauna, the cormorant. He's just
He kind of is. I mean,
he's not charismatic at all.
There's hunting seasons in certain states, and there isn't in Florida.
Well, that's a problem.
Yeah.
There's a lot here, too.
In Tennessee, man, it's like a family fun event.
Yeah, I get it. Wisconsin, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They kill some lakes up there.
They screw it all up.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Van Hubbard, great report, my friend. We appreciate you.
Keep up the good work, guys.
Thank you, my friend.
Merry Christmas. I know it's early, but Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We'll take it. Merry Christmas to you, my friend. Good stuff right there.
It's not even early because we were driving around in the golf cart with the kids last night looking at Christmas lights, and one of the houses had one of those signs, like a countdown to Christmas. It said Christmas is in 19 days, and I was like, that sign's wrong. Yeah. And then I started doing the math in my head. I was like, oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah. It's right around the corner.
It's 19 days away.
I don't know if it's just me or didn't this year go by fast?
Extremely fast.
Yeah, it seemed like it just old. I understand that. So does everyone else.
Well, they say it goes every year. It happens faster.
Yeah,
and then you have kids, and it happens even faster.
Right.
That is true.
Maybe that's it. I've had kids, and now I got grandkids, so it's really going fast.
Oh yeah.
It's like holy hell, bro.
Someone on the thread said Captain Mike boils his brats the day before in wine coolers, not beer.
Oh wow!
Dang, they're picking on you.
And the Angry Orchard cider.
Why are you picking on me? You don't do.
We did an OCC event. We're all sitting there before the event, about to get up and speak, and we're all sitting eating all that great food at OCC. And the waitress comes around. Do you guys want anything to drink? And Mike's like, yeah, I'll take an Angry Orchard. I was like, wait, what? I'll never forget.
He just gets a kick out of it.
Yeah.
Mike, you were saying about the birds. You know, your buddy just called in about Boca. I was there recently, probably about 2 weeks ago. I go to my normal bait spots. We just went for the day, so we left Tampa at 4. We get there, and I try a couple spots, and the bait's there, but it's not coming to the chum. So I got a couple more spots I'm looking, and then finally I'm looking for the birds. And the birds start diving, but it was a low tide, so we couldn't get too close. We started chumming, and we got them. But that bite in Boca Grande, late October, and then just this past 2 weeks ago, we fished 3 days, and it was 200, 220 fish in 3 days.
Wow.
I mean, beautiful trout, some nice redfish, some nice snook, but just – I mean, their fishery compared to Tampa Bay is.
Are you finding the grass? I mean, being that you fished it for so many years, and I haven't been down there in the back recently. I mean, it's been since the spring, you know. So, are you finding the grass starting to come back a little bit?
I feel like it's patchy, but like you can almost see it. Like you can see the areas regrowing in, and you can see the areas that it's coming back solid. Okay. But you know, it still took a hit, and and it's on its way back. But I mean, fishing there. I even talked to a buddy yesterday. There was a bunch of tarpon still in the pass, like probably 3 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was catching 60, 70 pounders, and I think they were using shrimp in the pass. Huh. They were loaded.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
We had free jumpers in Marco Island while we were red fishing. Free jumping tarpon down there still. I'm like, yeah, not the big ones. 60, 70
The
pounds.
fun ones, though.
Yeah, fun ones. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I'll take those all day long.
Yeah, 100%.
Bobby's somewhere cursing us right now.
Bobby Woodard?
Yeah. He tarpon fishes almost all year.
Yeah, I get it. Well, TJ Stewart does the same thing. TJ catch them right under everybody's noses.
Yeah.
Sneaky fella.
Always pulls out the big snook.
Yeah, always. Put a shout out to our good friends at the Friendly Fisherman at John's Pass. You know, it's back under the management of Hubbard family, the same family that's serving up the best fishing and dining experiences in Madeira Beach for nearly a century. Come rediscover the Friendly Fisherman and taste the difference with the freshest seafood, improved menus, and the service you've come to expect from the Hubbard's family. Enjoy unbeatable waterfront views, a welcoming atmosphere, and flavor straight from the Gulf. Locals and visitors, come see what's new today at the Friendly Fisherman. Easy for me to say. Good stuff. We'll be going there soon. I think they get some of that grill.
Cat butter.
Yeah, I need some cat butter.
We'll explain it on break.
Yeah, I need to hear about that.
Well, we got Captain Bobby Woodard. We summoned the demon.
There you go. I told you.
He's here.
Talking about tarpon and Boca Grande right now. He calls.
Oh, my bad.
Phone lines are open here, 1-800-969-9352. We got Captain Bubba Betancourt from Flats Mafia in the studio. Light these phone lines up. We'll be back.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just search Reese.
Protect your home now with factory direct custom made impact windows from Reese Windows and Doors. For over 50 years, Reese has been one of the leading window
cast.
Yeah.
Where the spot is, where to cast.
Yeah, Mahoney don't care. He'll give it all out.
Yeah, he loves to burn it up.
We did an event one time and we had a bunch of cats. I think it was Goodwine, Jeremy Hines, a couple other people. And this is right when we first started on radio. So Wayland Bay was we did the Tie Line Tuesday over there. And I'll never forget, Jeremy Hines comes up and he was like, all right, whatever you got to talk about, just throw it away. You're like, that's what you need to be using, though. That boy can fish, though.
Tie Line Tuesdays, I remember those.
Yeah,
events.
it's a good old Tie Line Tuesdays.
Tia is Aunt, right?
Yeah.
Your Aunt Elaine is watching.
Oh, hi, Thea. Yeah, good old Tie Line Tuesdays. Those were fun. I think you actually came to there was one that we did at was it not Black Pearl or something? It was another dealership.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good turnout.
Yeah, I remember.
That was the one you did. Yeah, you did a seminar on that. So what's this food you guys are talking about?
Oh, at the Friendly Fisherman, there's a dish called the Captain's Platter. So it's like a piece of grouper, some scallops, some shrimp, and then like dirty rice and veggies. And it's a captain's platter. But my dad is like notorious for talk to text. And so one of the shows early on when Friendly Fisherman came on board, he's texting me, but it's voice to text. And he said, Captain's Platter, but it came across cat putter. I was like, what are you saying? Yeah, so it became an inside joke.
I thought it was going to be some kind of crazy dip or something.
No, they have some good food there, though. They do this burger week in Madeira Beach. There's this burger week. I think it's August. It's either late August, early September, somewhere in there. And Burger Week is like a week-long competition for all the restaurants in Madeira Beach where they do like a showcase burger. And the Friendly Fisherman this year did this burger called the Sizzler, and it was so popular we've kept it on our menu permanently. But dude, it's like a smash burger style, but it's still a thick patty. It's not like super thin.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of meat, and it's smoked Gouda cheese. It's got a bacon jam to it, a jalapeno aioli, crispy fried onions, and then a bunch of bacon on it. Dude, it's crazy.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
I thought we had an agreement that we weren't going to do that.
What?
Talk that much food this early in the damn
No,
morning.
dude, I didn't have breakfast yet.
Yeah,
You want me to do the dock serve one?
Yeah.
We're back, Bartow Ford, Real Animals Radio, talking fishing this morning with Captain Bubba Betancourt from Flats Mafia. Want to give a shout out to our friends over at Dock Serve at Hubbard's Marina. Keeping our fleet running safely and smoothly is the backbone of everything we do, and that's why we partner with our friends at Dock Serve. Their mobile marine mechanic team is responsive, knowledgeable, and always right there when we need them. And what really keeps us on the water is their monthly inspection program. DocServe gives us multiple sets of trained eyes on every one of our outboard vessels, helping us catch small issues early and avoid major breakdowns down the road, giving us a peace of mind that is priceless. And their membership program even includes inspections and free diagnostics if something comes up. DocServe keeps Hubbard's Marina operating at the highest level so we can focus on giving you the best experience. Plus, their premier mobile marine mechanic service offers service on Yamaha and Mercury outboards, and they handle your marine electronics and popular trolling motor brands too. Reach them today at 813-807-7676 or visit them online at docserve.us. Docserve without an E, so docserv.us to get linked up with that great team.
Good stuff. Let's go to the phones here. Captain Bubba Betancourt in studio.
Yes, sir.
Check in with the man himself. Another visit here on the Bartow Ford Real Animals radio show from Boca Grande. Captain Bobby Woodard. Bobby, what's up, buddy?
Morning.
We're good, man. We're good.
Sounds boring.
That sounds awful.
Sorry about that. What are you catching them on? Yeah. Right on.
Drift in the past with shrimp? Huh.
Big shrimp, yeah. Jumbo shrimp.
Is that the same in the summer when the tarpon are thick? Or no, it's just this time of year?
Yeah, crabs in the summer. Crabs in the summertime. The big feed is crab. The reason the big concentration shows up at the passes in May and June, even April, into July, but those big flush tides that we have in the summer, they flush them crabs out of there in such force that they can feed up before they go offshore to spawn. That's the whole reason for the stage.
So this time of year it's special because of the shrimp.
Well, it's just that what they're feeding on changes because you don't have the big crab flushes that you have in the summertime. What happens is you get the big rains. The big rains, for some reason, push the crabs in the upper bay and on the flats to flush really good. I don't know what, by now everybody knows I'm not all that bright. I don't know how it all works. But
my understanding of shrimp is in the summer, those big shrimp, they swim offshore when the water's hot. So are you catching those tarpon on the incoming tide on the big shrimp?
Probably on either. They're going to flow either
Moving.
way.
Just moving water.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big ones are coming back into the pass,
Right.
is my understanding. So
Right.
I would think that it'd be the incoming
And
tide.
when you
that
get
the
big
dogs are
flushes in
coming
this cooler water, you get those big pores of the bigger shrimp. That's what they're going to key in on.
Yeah, the prawns.
Yeah, just like late summer, they predominantly will feed on threads. Once the crabs slow down, you got those big schools of threads. You see them all over the bridges. When you drive across the bridges, they're feeding on those big schools of thread fish.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're talking too much.
Giving away all the info.
I honestly, I just thought it was funny because Van was talking about Bunce's Pass and giving some tips for up there, and then Bubba, was like, well, I'm gonna flip the script. I'll start share some boat info.
Only because I was down there recently. I didn't want to do it like that. Just brought a little content.
No, all good, all good. But one more thing that kind of piqued my interest. You guys were talking about the low tide stuff this time of year, whatnot, and I remember years ago, I was probably, 12, maybe 13 years old. I went to a seminar that Sean Crawford was speaking at. And he was talking about, learning new areas or just getting into fishing or whatnot, going out on these winter negative lows and just not even taking a rod with you. I mean, just you're not trying to go catch fish. You're just trying to learn the area. And you guys were talking about, looking for wading birds and all that stuff. But Sean was like, dude, just go anchor the boat. Get up on the flat, the dry flat, or mostly dry flat, and just walk it.
Yeah.
Walk it and take a notepad, take pictures, whatever you need to do. And make notes of where the potholes are, where the troughs are, where and then that way when there is water there, you obviously know where to go back and fish. And I was fortunate to hear that at a young age, and I've put that to use many times over the years.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Sean Crawford's a heck of a fisherman out of that Sarasota area. There's no doubt about it. Good stuff, Captain Bobby. Let everybody know how they can book a trip with you and get hooked up with you down there. Give out your number.
Yeah, man, 863-224-1418 or captain-bobby.com.
I appreciate you coming all the way up here to help us out at Metropolitan Ministries, too, bro. You're a good man. We appreciate you, brother.
Glad your truck survived.
Great friend of the show.
Yeah, Mike, I got rear-ended when I left there the other day. I don't know if Dylan told you.
I did not hear that.
I did tell him.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, that could be. All right, buddy. We'll talk soon. I'm up against it. You the man.
Yeah, man. Take care.
All right, guys. Take care.
All right, buddy. Good stuff right there. We got to visit St. Pete Clearwater Safe Boating Tip here on the other side. Captain Jim Fogle. We've got Captain Bubba Betancourt, Flats Mafia in the studio talking about the ugly sweater party. We got all that on the other side. We'll be back. 970 WFLA.
The preceding program was paid for by Real Animals Fishing.
So meant to talk about it before. My body calling in reminded me. So there's a push right now. There's a senator who's bringing a bill to session in the Florida legislature to potentially explore removing the guide exemption to the fishing licenses. So if it passes, you would have to make sure your clients get a fishing license before you go fishing.
Really?
Yeah. And the benefit of that would be about $12 million to FWC from state funds, and then it would be matched federally. So it would increase the FWC budget about $24 million is the estimate. Their budget is $104 million currently, so it would raise their budget almost 20%. And 30% of those funds would be immediately earmarked. 30% of those federal funds, so you're talking $4 million, $5 million would be earmarked for boat ramps and boat ramp maintenance and exploration. So it would be annoying, and it would mess us up. But
here's my problem. I don't mind annoying if you knew for sure that's where the fucking money was going to go.
Yeah.
But like the lottery money that's supposed to go to education, yet the schools still don't have money. Both my daughters are teachers, so I know how they're grinding at these places. Yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
So that's my beef with it. I got no issues with
That's
telling
exactly
my
what I
customers.
said.
Yeah, that's my beef. My beef is
It's like, oh, we're
where's
gonna
the
get
freaking money go?
And
Well,
Travis,
this is where it's going, but it doesn't always go there.
Travis and I had a conversation about it, and Travis obviously is liking the idea of increasing funding for FWC, and that's all well and good. I can understand, like, if it was guaranteed earmarked for FWC law enforcement or FWRI fishing research, boat ramps, like if it was guaranteed earmarked for these kind of things, that'd be nice. But
the politicians steal it and move it to whatever BS freaking project they want to put it on. You know, there's no reason that Hillsborough County doesn't have money for these schools. All the people that are moving here, all the infrastructure, all the taxes, y'all, the permits, all this BS, where's all that money going? Where's that money at?
Yeah.
I was talking about last night. I don't understand why it's not transparent.
Yeah.
You work for us, bitch. You work for us. Why is it not transparent? When all of a sudden a politician who's making $120 or $150 or $180,000 a year, all of a sudden he's worth $17 million. If you work for us, we ought to be able to go, whoa, hey, we're done. Oh, okay, well you invested well, great. Could we get that investment lead as well? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or it's just bullshit. It's nonsense. And until we stand up and get grouchy about it, it's never going to get fixed.
So you're saying that now, so that license that we buy yearly, that
That'll go away.
it would still be, you'd still have to go buy the license, but my understanding of the bill language as it stands right now is that license would be free if you're a Florida resident. So you'd still have to go to the DMV, you'd still have to get the license, but it wouldn't cost you any money. But then your
What would be
clients...
the point of getting the license?
When people come in, I got guys that come in from Missouri for 2 days, like, you know, and
they'd
just,
have to get a license before you leave.
You have to do it everywhere else, like Louisiana.
Yeah, Louisiana, you
There's
have to
other
do it,
places
yeah.
You have to do
That's
that
the
same
argument.
thing. I get it. But again, and I understand, I've thought for years, it's a great way to add money to the fishery.
Well, that's
the reason I've never stood up and bitched about it on the air is because we don't know where the money's going to go.
Yeah.
Well, they start doing that. We need to get some more redfish hatcheries in the bay. Like, I mean,
would
the
be
bay,
helpful.
the bay's, Tampa Bay's struggling. I know you guys are
Apparently-
Habitat.
In
Yeah,
fresh,
that-
in
Habitat.
freshwater,
Bad, bro.
Yeah.
It's killing us.
in freshwater, that exemption doesn't exist. So if you're a freshwater guide, you have to get a charter license, but you don't. Your clients aren't covered, so your clients still have to get a license. That's how it is currently for freshwater. So some senator or some House rep last year and during session proposed a bill to give the exemption to freshwater, and they're like, "No, we're not doing that. We'd lose money." So then now this session, it's like, well,
We're going after saltwater.
yeah,
Well,
why
we got to
get the
find.
exemption
Listen,
on saltwater?
the politician's number one job: find money that we can steal and line our pockets. That's what they do best. It's what they do best. I don't know why more people aren't sick and tired of it.
Yeah.
Everybody's too comfortable, man. We're all living fat, dumb, and happy, and just letting them steal our money. It's ridiculous.
Sounds like you need to be a politician.
They don't want me in that bitch. I'll empty that bitch. I won't be standing up there going, "Hey, we're gonna do what we want." When I get in that bitch, I'm pulling the plug. Bitch gonna be empty. They don't want my dumb ass.
This is
up
why
there.
we can't have nice things.
They don't want my dumb ass in there. I will empty that bitch. I hate some snake, bro. I hate them.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, dude.
Hey, you got to get me in that Coops catch, bro, next year.
You want in? I'll get you.
Bro, I got to get on it. I mean, my Rick Valdez called me to go fish with him.
Okay.
And I had the kids. But, man, that was an incredible tournament.
It's a fun one. I got to spend the night before hanging out with Barkley.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Crazy.
Yeah, Rick said he hung out with him for 2-3 hours drinking at the bar.
Yeah, Ricky was with us.
He had a hard night at the casino the night before.
Yeah, he was in tough shape. He was in tough shape.
That's super cool, though.
My mother-in-law won $1,200 like 2 weeks ago at the Hard Rock, and then they went back, my wife and her, 2 days ago, and she lost.
I just don't get starstruck. I just don't. I mean, but it was Charles Barkley.
Yeah, and he's a big dude.
And then Coop introduced me, and then him and I started talking, and then Coop had to go work the event. So Barkley just stays with Beth and I, because we're the people he knows.
Yeah.
So because I was like, hey, I'm going to the bar to get Beth a drink. You want me to grab you one? He goes, oh, no, I'll go with you. I'm like, okay. So here we are, just hanging with Barkley.
I know, bro.
Then
Super
the next
cool,
day,
bro.
and he gives me this big bro hug at the end of the night. We hung out for a couple hours. He gives me this big bro hug, and Beth and I are working our way out of there. And I leaned over, and she was leading, and I went, did I just bro hug with Charles Barkley?
It's
then,
cool, bro.
The next day, he goes, hey, Cap, don't leave here without my cell number. We need to go fishing. I want to fish with you. We need to make it happen. I'm like, okay. So I get his number before I leave, and I'm like, I'll text you, a little later today. So I text him, and then he texts me back. I come running in the kitchen. I'm like, babe, I'm texting with Charles Barkley.
it's a cool thing, bro.
Dude, and when I tell you, he's one of the nicest human beings
That's
I've
what I
ever
heard.
met. Bro, he didn't stand there talking about himself. He was talking about, hey, you guys got kids. Oh, you got I got grandkids. You got I mean, he was like, Cap, I got a fishing question for you. My guys want me to start fly fishing. What do you think? Do I do this or do I ignore it? I mean, it was like, you know what I'm saying? It was like you were just standing there
genuine,
talking.
yeah.
It was like you were standing there talking to Ricky.
Yeah.
It was crazy, dude. And the funny part is he must have taken like 60 pictures. Like everybody just keeps coming up.
Oh, yeah.
So we get a little break in the action, and I look at him. I go, dude, I mean, that's a lot of pictures. And he looks at me and he goes, it was funny because he goes, it's a lot. And then immediately somebody else walks up. He goes, oh yeah, sure. And I was like, what a good dude. Bro.
Yeah.
Here's another thing. Here's another thing that was cool. Dude, he's drinking tequila and water. Every drink. And he didn't have a bunch of them. Might have 3 or 4. He tipped $300 bills to the open bar bartender.
Wow. That's awesome.
And a $25,000 donation to the charity.
Oh, wow.
Great guy, bro.
That's
ridiculous.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Welcome back. Hour number 2 here, the Bartow Forward Real Animals Radio Show, 7:08 here at the iHeartMedia Empire. The big man, Captain Bubba Betancourt, Flats Mafia, the Ugly Sweater Party, December 13th. It's the 8th annual. It's going to be at Riveters there on Dale Mabry, benefiting Angling for Relief and Aubriana's Toy Box. Bring unwrapped toys and cash for raffles. All the toys will be donated to St. Joe's Kids Hospital. Got some big raffle items, trolling motor. They got a 3-day stay in the Keys with a fishing trip. That's kind of sexy. That'd be good to win on a raffle, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't win that one. I can't win anything.
But listen, what I would do is get all dressed up, get all crazy, and then win the trip with Bubba.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
I'm telling you, there's been some creative ones homemade sweaters that have been they put some time into it.
Nice. I love it. I love what you guys do there. It's good stuff. Trying to put some smiles on some kids' faces. So make sure you guys get involved. I think we have a link up on the Facebook feed. Sweet. There, so you guys can check with Angling for Relief and get some more information. If you can't make it, you just want to donate, again, that link is there for you as well. As promised, let's go to the phone lines here. Phone lines are open, 1-800-969-9352. Let's check in with the legend himself, our Visit St. Pete Clearwater Safe Boating Tip of the Week.
I bet it's going to be about fog.
Captain Jim Fogle.
That's one of them.
It ought to be. It's a little thick out there, my friend.
Oh, it's bad. It's bad here for sure. Yeah, if you do not have to be on the water today, for goodness sake, don't go out there. If you're out there and you're not an ocean liner, get out of the channel. The big guys have to stay in the channel. Most of the time, you don't have to. But I wanted to check on one more thing. Is it true, Anderson, you might have heard this, that after he gets his taxi boat, now, he's got a pirate boat, is it going to be Admiral?
Dude, listen, it's out of control. It's out of control, dude. We had to grease his ears just to get him in the studio this morning. They own everything, bro.
I know, man. All right. I'm going to get serious here. All right, last Monday night, 4 guys were reported missing after a fishing trip, and then they were found after about 20 hours in the water. Evidently, they were in a catamaran, 4 guys. The good news is I think they're all out of the hospital and okay, but they did get some hypothermia. It just reminds us that we need to check all the through holes, all the hoses, and for goodness sake, make sure the bilge pumps work. Once your boat gets a certain amount of water in it, there ain't no turning back. And it hits some bad water, it's going to go over. So the guys are lucky, very, very lucky. Also, I think that, if we have the ability and the space, you want to keep that ditch bag very handy. I think the photos I saw of the 4 guys, only one, maybe 2 of them had on life jackets, which is better than none at all, of course. But you want to keep those things handy. I mean, I think one of the guy that owned the boat said something about the boat went down in about 10 minutes, which I certainly understand. But that's it, guys. They just can't float when they get too much water in them. So we got to pay attention to that.
Amen.
Now, a really bad accident happened last weekend on the Caloosahatchee River near Cape Coral.
Oh yeah, that was brutal.
Yeah. 4 people in an MTI 39 Cat. And I got 2 different readings here. One was 450, 2 450s or 2 500s on the back. Not sure of which. Thank goodness one of the boats near them, when the boat flipped, knew CPR, even though she'd taken it like 20 years ago or something, I think she said. But they were able to get the guy breathing again. And, he's still in the hospital. He's pretty broken up. But, we just got to be careful. We don't know why that boat did what it did. But we just got to be careful. Yeah. We got to be more careful. We got to slow down and pay attention.
It can happen in the blink of an eye. Yeah, there's no doubt. No doubt.
Yeah. There's sometimes there's no do-overs on this stuff.
Yeah.
And we just got to be more careful. All right, guys, appreciate the show, and you guys keep up the good work for the Coast Guard Auxiliary in St. Pete. Jim Vogel, be safe out there.
Thanks, Jimmy. Good stuff right there. Brought to you by our good friends at Visit St. Pete Clearwater. Good stuff as always. Let's go back to the phones, man. We got legends just rolling in. We got a legend in studio with, Bubba's here, and then we got, Van Hubbard calling, Bobby Woodard, and now Captain Scott Moore. Scotty, what's up, brother?
Good morning.
Morning, buddy.
Yeah, I'm sitting here getting ready to go to the cafe in Cortez, and the fog is pretty bad here. They got a redfish tournament today.
That's
by the
right.
Way, Mike.
The Go Live, the Go Live, the Power Pole Go Live, right? It's presented by Power Pole.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Mike, there's definitely 2 things I want to talk about. The main thing is Rattlesnake Point.
Yep.
Sold. It's LLC. The buyers, the seller, no disclosure on it. Everybody, I got a lot of calls on it, of course, and they can't talk. The owners can't talk. And like I say, the buyers can't talk. It was bought for $18 million. More than likely, everybody just calm down and we'll see what happens. We might get lucky that this was bought maybe for mitigation. It's very likely. That's what I'm hoping anyway, until we find out. And it could be years. It could be years. You don't know. So, but anyway, it might not be gloom and doom. Okay.
All right.
So we'll just have to wait and see. That's what I want everybody to know.
Okay. What else you got? I know you got another one. You said you got 2 things.
Now, fishing Boca Grande all those years, and there was really good captains, some of the older captains over the years. And, of course, Van was very good in that pass when he went down there. In the spring, the first fish that are caught, a lot of them are caught on shrimp, okay? And like Dylan knows, shrimp are cyclic. So there'll be times, there's been times you could leave and go down that pass and dip your own shrimp, put them on a hook, catch tarpon.
I've heard that, yeah.
And that went on usually spring and fall. But here's the most interesting thing. If you go to Yusepa Island and look at some of the pictures, that caught tarpon, the Yusepa Channel, it was in January.
Wow.
So there can be tarpon year-round, which there is in some of the bays. When I was fishing down there, many a times I'd run across and caught a few fish laid up January and February around the bay. Especially the fly fishermen.
I was surprised. I mean, here it was, early December, and I was down at Marco Island, and we saw several fish in bays just free jumping tarpon on Wednesday. I'm like, that's kind of crazy.
Sir.
Yeah, pretty big tarpon fishery still down there at this time of year.
Mike, there's been more snook on the flat in November until now than there was in October.
Really?
Okay. Or like right now, if you're wanting to fish the flats fishing, there's been snook scattered everywhere, and they must have come out of that Gulf. There's no doubt about it, because there's fish all the way up to the river.
Right. I know the river fishing's been really good from what I'm hearing.
Another thing that's really interesting, a fish tagged at the Green Bridge was caught on Whitney Beach. And it went to the Green Bridge. Okay. It was caught on the beach at Whitney Beach, tagged, and it was caught at the Green Bridge. So that shows you how much those fish move.
Yeah, there's no doubt. We used to catch some of the tagged redfish during a redfish tournament. You turn the tag in, you get information later, and it would be a fish that was tagged in Charlotte Harbor and caught here, or a fish that was caught here, it was tagged here, and we caught it in Charlotte Harbor. Wow. A redfish. That's some travel, buddy. That's some travel. No doubt about it. Interesting stuff. Good to hear your voice, my friend. You all ready for Christmas?
Good show.
You ready
Good show.
You ready
Yes.
for Christmas? Yeah,
Yep.
you got all your shopping done already?
We got 6 grandchildren, so you know where I'm at with that one.
Hey, Scott, I go to the coffee shop a lot, and I've heard a lot of great stories about you with Anthony Escobio and Ronnie Canalejo doing some amazing trips. Yeah, I've heard some great stories and seen a lot of pictures. So it's nice to meet you, bro.
People.
Yes, sir.
They don't raise them any better in Tampa. I don't know about Madeira Beach though. There's some real characters there now.
That resonates.
Good stuff.
Good fishing, everybody.
Have a great day, my friend. Good to hear your voice. Good stuff right there. Love hearing from the Moores. Captain Scott and his excellent guide son, Captain Justin Moore, join the show from time to time. It's good stuff. Phone lines are open here. If you want to join us, 1-800-969-9352. If you need a repair or you need to replace your roof, now's the time to get it done. Shingle, metal, tile, flat roof, they do it all. The best in the business. Affordable roofing systems. Give them a call, 1-888-397-ROOF. Get your free estimate or visit online at affordableroofingflorida.com. We're talking fishing with the big man from Flats Mafia, Captain Bubba Betancourt. We'll be back.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Crash and burn this morning. That's good.
How far is the bathroom?
I'm
I'll
going
show you.
anyway. I'll call.
Okay.
I was going to say it's an old feed.
No, I'm good.
Don't cross the street.
16 grandchildren. Holy moly. Justin Santillo, what's up, man? I wanted to, I was going to reach out to you. I met this kid from Motion RC. His name's Wesley. He runs the Motion RC YouTube channel. And he has they're building a private airport in Webster, Florida right now. And he's offered to have me come over and visit, and then you should see his airplane collection. It's pretty wild. So that was funny. I was thinking of you, Justin, because I might have the opportunity to fly some cool stuff like you used to have. Rusty Bucket Bait House and Charters, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Man, that new shrimp connection is legit. You steered me in the right direction for sure. I appreciate you, buddy. Good people over there at Off the Gulf Bait. Whoa, a $60,000 RC plane. That's great, right?
Because I met all the people, you know. Met all the Yamahas and all that were so embedded in it when it first started that I made all those contacts, you know. And now even if some of those people aren't with Yamaha, they're with somebody else. You know, my good friend Mike Dixon, that's all from the tour days.
Yeah.
You know, and now he's the man at Ingle Coolers, you know.
Yeah.
So, but I do have a little bit of an itch to go fish that one. That one kind of fires me. I'd like to go fish that big one in Texas.
I didn't do no tournament fishing, but we went down to film in Louisiana, bro, and that was, I think I went down there 3 times, and it's so awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing, right? Yeah,
So
Billy and I
with espresso martini ones.
Oh, really?
And mojitos now. I tried the espresso martini one. It was just like coffee.
Yeah. I haven't tried that.
I'll just stick to the peppermint.
Yeah. Spearmint for me.
Yeah, I'll bounce back and forth. Yeah, that was some good times in Louisiana, man.
Yeah, dude.
That's my biggest fresh fish. We were fishing. We did a show. We were struggling. Cold front had just hit, and we had caught 100 trout at like 12 to 14 inches. We were getting ready to run to the oil rigs because we were desperate. Thank God we did it because the weather picked up. This guy in like a metal Ranger boat, rod doubled over, and we're just watching him. He was like, "Hey, if you want the keepers fish towards the shore, if you want overslot fish out here," bro, it saved our show. And I ended up catching one on a poppy court, 40 incher, 28 pounds.
The old metal skiff saved you.
Yeah, he saved us, dude. We were desperate.
Yeah, we caught a bunch. First trip Billy and I took out there years ago, we had caught a pile, just like retarded a bunch of fish, just gobs of them, snook or trout and redfish. And then I was like, I don't really want to catch a big one. So the guy's like, all right. So this was day 2. So we'd already got one show. And as soon as they hit the water, it went thunk. And I thought, huh? Real time, 42-inch redfish. I'm like, this place is insane. Bro. Insane. Welcome back, 724 here at the iHeart Media Empire. Again, Captain Bubba Betancourt, Flats Mafia, Ugly Sweater Party, December 13th at Riveters, 7 p.m., benefiting anglers for Angling for Relief and Aubriana's Toy Box. You bring your unwrapped toys to Riveters. You can drop them off there. And if you're going to go to the event, which I highly recommend, you bring your unwrapped toys and cash for the raffles. We got some great raffle prizes, including a brand new trolling motor and a 3-day stay in the Keys with a fishing trip. And if you wear an ugly enough sweater, then you can fish with Bubba.
With the ugly captain.
It's all good stuff. All good stuff here. Let's try to rattle through some calls here. We do have some stacked up. Let's go Let's go to Steve in Seminole. Steve, you're on the Bartow Forward Real Animals radio show. What you got?
Good morning, guys. Hey, just to go back on those guys that went offshore and overturned their boat. I don't know if they had an E-perb or not, but the reason I got one, I've been here my whole life fishing inshore and very, very near shore on good days where I can poke my nose out. I got a flats boat, a 21-foot sea hunt skiff. But I went to the Everglades about 2 years ago.
Yep.
And I saw 11 boats in 3 days, and half of them were at the dock.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got out there in some spots where, man, I'm telling you, nothing worked. And it made me think about it. When I got back here in Seminole about a year ago, I went ahead and bought an E-perb.
Yep.
I'm like, you know what? I might not need this thing, but if I need it, I'm going to use it for sure.
Pretty cheap insurance policy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it, guys. I appreciate your show. I just wanted to put my little 2 cents in there about the E-perbs.
Steve, we appreciate you more than you know, brother. Thanks for listening. Great call.
All right, guys. See ya.
Good stuff. Love it,
buddy.
Love it when they chime in. Let's go to Andy in Tampa. Andy, how are you?
I'm well, thank you very much. The last caller made my first point. If those fishermen had an E-perb, they'd have been in the water an hour or two instead of 20.
Yeah, makes a big difference, dude. There's no doubt. We've been preaching it for years. You know, Jim Fogel, the safe boating tips have been going on a long time, and the E-perbs have been a big key. You know, when we do the Sunday show with Mahoney and then Billy, you know, when Billy was doing the show with us and he was offshore and, you know, we had just mentioned these E-perbs over and over and over again. I don't know why anyone would go out there without one. It makes no sense to me.
I sure carry one. I had another question about whitebait versus shrimp for trout. Water temperature right now is 69.
Yep.
Think the trout would be indifferent, or you still favor shrimp now that we're in December?
So my trip, the trip I had early last week, the redfish bite was pretty good. We had super low water in the morning. I knew I was going to be fishing some backcountry stuff in the trees. I actually got some shrimp and brought them with me. The key for me is, and maybe Bubba can add on to this as well, the key for me is I started fishing with whitebait. We caught a few redfish, and I even mentioned, maybe we'll go to, maybe, you know, the bite would be a little better because they weren't chewing great, but we caught 6 of them. Maybe the bite would be better on shrimp. And my mate had noticed that we were getting whitebaits back with the eyeballs picked out of them by the pinfish. If you still have pinfish in the area, they're probably not on a full crustacean feed yet, is my experience.
Yeah, at this time of the year, if you can still get the whitebait, I would go out with the whitebait, and I would always take shrimp too, because you don't know.
You never know.
You never know. You got them both. You can knock them both out.
Right. But like I said, for me, I don't normally flip the switch until those pinfish disappear. When that water temp gets cold enough to push those pinfish out to deeper water and get them off the flat, that's normally when that crustacean feed cranks up a little bit.
Well, I understand the shrimp around here are kind of small. About 3 weeks ago, I went out with Captain Dave Pomerlow out of Venice, and she had shrimp that were like 6 inches long. It was amazing.
Well, you were
getting bigger now.
You were with the master.
Yeah, it was fun. We caught fish.
Yeah, no doubt. The Mad Snooker. Great call, Andy. Hopefully we helped you out, brother.
Thank you so much. You did.
Thank you. Thank you for listening. We appreciate you. Good stuff. Let's go to Captain Rob in Lutz. Captain Rob, how are you this morning?
Good, Mike. You remember me as Spider-Man, but Bubba knows me.
Yes, sir.
What's up, Rob?
Yeah. Old original. That was an inside joke between Captain Billy and I.
Yeah, you're one of the OGs for sure, brother.
Yeah. So, real quick, I just wanted to say that, you know, everything's cyclical. There'll be years you don't see a sea bass, then 3 years in a row you catch 100 sea bass.
Right.
Sheep's head the same way. Well, right now I'm in a red grouper cycle. Bubba knows where I fish right by Gandy.
Yes,
and I'm catching keeper red grouper with regularity, enough to the point where I'm actually fishing for them since the gag season's so short. But bite's been good, bottom bite. You know, it's a 12-month fishery. You just have to catch what's biting.
Right.
But I did want to say, Bubba in his ugly sweater, anything Bubba wears, he's going to make it look good.
Hey, thank you, brother.
Handsome. Don't let anybody fool you. I remember when he got into the game, his friend, who was a friend of mine, said, "Hey, this guy, he's thinking about being a guide." I said, "Man, don't do it. It's not fun." And then I look back, I go, "Wow, Bubba's done really well." But I love Bub and I love the show. But I'm getting ready to start work here, and I just listen to the rest of the show. You guys have a great holiday, and wish me luck. I'm hunting Mississippi next week.
Awesome, man. Appreciate it. You still got to show me how to fish that bottom, dude.
I've told you, you don't listen. I don't know what to tell you.
I got to get your work schedule. We'll go on one of your days off.
Good to hear you.
There you go.
Good to hear your voice, Rob. Thanks, buddy. Good stuff right there. We're up against the clock. We got Will and Apollo Beach up on the other side. Hopefully we'll hear from you as well. 1-800-969-9352. Sorry, Derek. We went a little over. We'll be back.
From the local Lexus dealers, WFLA News Desk. This is News Radio WFLA.
Keeper Ray Gruber year-round in the bay.
Dude,
is what he just
listen,
said.
and I'm telling you right now, that guy will go and fish the bottom, and he will chum it like nobody's business.
Really?
He comes back, his boat's filthy, he's filthy, but he's got a box full of fish. Great guy, dude.
Yeah,
great,
nice guy.
Great guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still over there with, he was at Brandon Ford. Is he still?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, Robert Collins.
Might be.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's got that down there. He's been telling me for years. He's been trying to show me. He goes, I don't got nobody to like kind of leave that too, man. It's nice to have that on some of your trips. That like, or you know, if you get like a meat bite or just something else, just to change the scene, because you know it could get a little boring in the wintertime.
Well, here's the other thing, dude. I mean, you and how long you been guiding?
I'm in my 8th year.
Yeah, well, this was my 25th year. So some of these guys have been fishing with me forever. Dude.
You got so many spots you're going to go to.
I can't mix it up too much.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only so much to do.
Right.
I've had them in Boca Grande. I mean, what are we going to do? I mean, it's just like, they're like, oh, we're back here again. Yeah, that's where they're at.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's nice to have something fresh and
something
new
fresh,
to drop on them. Yeah.
Just something different, man.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
And I got a little bit of that going offshore a couple weeks ago when it was dead calm. I got that little bit of that offshore bug. You know, I just, you know, and I was gonna chime in. We didn't have a chance to chime in, but dude, when I left, we had the $800 EPIRB. We had a handheld radio, and I just got my throttle cables were messing up a little bit. So I went out with a couple of buddies, and they would try to start the boat, and every time they would go to the key and start it, it wouldn't start. So they'd freak out and say, "Hold on, I know her. Hold on." And then it'd turn on because the throttle cables were going bad, so it wasn't finding that right neutral. So they were a little nervous about it. I was okay about it, but I know the last time I went offshore, dude, I had fuel issues. I had my buddies in the back pumping the ball, and like I forget what the issue ended up being that time, but that wasn't a very good experience that time. We came in like 6-7 miles an hour, but it was fun, man. It was fun to go offshore. I mean, we had probably one of the best days of the year to go.
Highs again right around that 80-degree mark. Cooler and drier air returns as we head into next week. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jeff Paradis.
Imagine a world where health means more than going to the doctor. It's why we created a health insurance company.
Can't see the bridge from Hubbard's main dock.
Ooh.
It's like 80 yards away. That's crazy.
For over 20 years, Ace Heating and Cooling has been the name you can trust in the heating and air conditioning business.
Craig on the chat said, "How can I get to Riveters if Captain Mike won't give out the address?"
Google Riveters.
Smart ass.
That's the joke. Is Mike always gives out addresses, and I'm like, dude, stop. People just stick it into their GPS. They don't plug in addresses that you.
Mike still uses MapQuest. But you remember how life used to be? You go on a road trip and you have like 4 pages of printed directions,
and you spill coffee on one, and you're like, well, now we're lost.
Dude, when I first got out of the military and I was running my aluminum company, you would go by maps.
I remember. Dude, leaving Tallahassee, I went to an FWC commission meeting in Tallahassee, and I'm pulling out of the hotel in downtown Tallahassee to head home, and my GPS won't work. My phone wouldn't work. It was that day, like 2 years ago, when AT&T went down.
Oh, it went down, yeah.
So I was lost in downtown Tallahassee, no idea how to get back to the interstate. And luckily, my sense of direction is decent. And I was like, all right, I know I got to work my way north to get to the interstate. I know I'm south of I-10. So I'm just like turning blindly down roads. Stopped at like 4 different gas stations. Like, yo, do you sell a map? And they looked at me like, no.
It's like that scene from Tommy Boy. You're going to need a new map. 78 miles.
So I just blindly navigated my way and finally found I-10. I was like, well, I'm good from here. Yeah, I wish I would have known before I left the hotel, or I would have printed out a map in the lobby.
Dude, I couldn't even imagine trying to drive and look at a map and do all that.
Yeah, it was tough.
It's hard enough. We got the phone now. Still argue with my wife which way to go.
Yeah, she maps it on Apple Maps, and you map it on Google Maps, and it gives you 2 different options.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
and then you always think you know a quicker route.
and it always backfires.
Backfired.
You're like,
I'm
dang
gonna
it,
go
I
this
should have
way.
followed the GPS.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Google Maps because it'll give you like little end arounds, little
It'll give you a
shortcuts.
couple of options too. If you go this way,
Yeah.
it's a little quicker.
And Google Maps is way better.
Yeah.
But it'll update while you're driving. It's like, oh, traffic's a little bad. Take this little shortcut. And yeah, the other day I was driving with my son and didn't listen to it because I was like, why would I turn down that road? And it screwed me. I was like, oh, there's an accident here. Now I'm sitting in traffic for 20 minutes because I thought I knew better than the GPS.
Yeah.
In our area in Pinellas County, dude, I don't care where I'm going. I don't care how many times I've been there. I always map it because you never know what traffic's going on or what accidents are happening.
I'm with you. Come out of O'Neill's at 1:30 in the afternoon. I'm like, bro, Skyway 75 Riverview. And it'll tell you it wants me to go to Tampa. I'm like, no, fuck that.
No.
And I get over there and there's a big accident on 75. Never fails. Do what the damn GPS tells you. Welcome back. Putting a shout out to our good friends at the Friendly Fisherman Seafood Restaurant. You know they're back under the management of the Hubbard family, the same family that's been serving up the best fishing and dining experiences in Madeira Beach for nearly a century now. You can come rediscover the Friendly Fisherman and taste the difference with the freshest seafood, improved menus, and service you've come to expect from the Hubbard's name. Enjoy unbeatable waterfront views, a welcoming atmosphere, and flavors straight from the Gulf. Locals and visitors come see what's new today at the Friendly Fisherman.
Yes, sir. Good stuff over there.
No doubt.
Lots of good specials right now. And it's just John's Pass is not busy right now. So, I mean, this time of year, outside of the holidays, of course, around Christmas will be busier in the past, but this is the time of year to go play tourist, as I say.
Yeah.
Because it's cool. You can go visit Clearwater Beach, John's Pass, St. Pete Beach, Paso Grill, those areas that generally as locals we might not want to visit during spring break or summer. But
well, it's hot too. Now's the time when it's nice out. You can go walk around the beach and enjoy it. It's beautiful weather. Yeah, no doubt about it. Captain Bubba Betancourt, Flats Mafia, our guest this morning. Again, the Ugly Sweater Party, December 13th. That's coming up here at Riveters on Dale Mabry, 7 p.m., benefiting Angling for Relief, Aubriana's Toy Box. You bring unwrapped toys and cash for raffles. All toys will be donated to St. Joe's Kids Hospital. Big raffle items, a big trolling motor, 3-day stay in the Keys with a fishing trip. And then again, if you get the ugliest sweater, you can fish with Bubba himself.
Yes, sir.
That's pretty cool.
Hey, just in case, 2301 North Dale Mabry Highway.
There you go.
Why is it that they hang out with you for just a little bit of time and they turn into a smart aleck? Huh? Why is that?
I have that effect.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you
I was just doing it for our listener on Facebook.
Let's go. Let's go wonder why Bubba knows that address so well. Let's go down.
Don't go to 2303.
Let's go to Will in Apollo Beach. Will, you're on the Bartow Ford Real Animals Radio Show. What you got for me this morning?
Good morning, gentlemen. I'm heading over to do some wade fishing. The water's pretty chilly. The first week of November, I did a lot of pier fishing, and that first week of November, you couldn't do any wrong. I mean, you get your limit the first hour.